It's time for the Denver Broncos to think about extending these two players. The Broncos' offensive line has been one of the best units on this entire team this year. We have seen the growth and development of all five guys on the offensive line, and it's really turned into one of the best units in football, quite frankly. I know they still have some issues in pass protection, but it's really gotten a lot more solidified over the last couple of weeks. A huge chunk of that credit goes to Mike McGlinchey for really upping his game, especially in the Minnesota and the Cleveland game. But the run blocking has just been borderline elite for the Denver Broncos all year long. And that starts with the interior with Ben Powers, Lloyd Cushenberry, and Quinn Miners. Obviously, Powers got the massive contract in free agency from the Broncos last year. Now, we need to think about locking down our other two pieces on the interior in Lloyd Cushenberry and Quinn Miners. As far as Cush is concerned, he is obviously an impending free agent, so the Broncos need to think about locking him up first and foremost. Quinn Miners, on the other hand, he'll be eligible for extension for the first time this coming offseason, and you know the Broncos are going to want to take care of him because he's easily the best player on our offensive line right now and is a guy that the Broncos are going to want to keep in the building for the next 10 plus years. First of all, let's come over here and take a look at center contracts for Cushenberry because he's played like a top 5 center this year and is probably going to want to get paid like a top 5 center this year. You look at the top contracts right now. Obviously, you have Jason Kelsey at number 1. He's the best in the game at $14.25 million. You got Frank Ragnow of the Detroit Lions at number 2 at $13.5 million. And then, unfortunately, at 3 and 4, you've got a couple of guys who are injured right now. In Ryan Jensen of the Bucks, shout out Colorado native, and then Corey Linsley of the Chargers at $12.5 million. He's tied at number 4 with Ryan Kelly. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Lloyd Cushenberry is looking to command somewhere around this Corey Linsley and Ryan Kelly money. If those guys can get paid $12.5 million a year, I really feel like that is a fair deal there for Lloyd Cushenberry. So 4-year deal filed at around $12.5 million a year. I think that could be a very fair deal there as far as Lloyd Cushenberry is concerned. But when it comes to Quinn Miners, on the other hand, he's probably going to be wanting to be like one of the top paid guards, like one of the top 2, top 3. You look here right now, Chris Lindstrom is number 1 at $20.5 million, followed by Quentin Nelson at $20 million. I don't know why Titus Howard and Braden Smith are here. They're both tackles. You've got Zach Martin at 3 at 14 or $18.425 million, I should say. And then you've got Elton Jenkins here at 4 at $17 million. So as far as Quinn Miners is concerned, he could be looking to get up in this $20 million figure with Chris Lindstrom and Quentin Nelson. If not, maybe he could be somewhere around this Zach Martin figure at $18.425, maybe just flatten it out at $18.5 million. That could be a fair average annual value for someone like Quinn Miners, who, again, is the Broncos' best offensive lineman, is going to want to be paid like the Broncos' best offensive lineman, or at least the best interior offensive lineman. You're probably not going to match tackle money, but Quinn Miners absolutely deserves every penny of this, and the Broncos are going to find a way to make that money come out somehow. The Broncos have the richest owners in the NFL. They've got the liquid cash available. They could give one of these guys a big signing bonus and spread some of that money around to make it a cap-friendly deal. That's one of the many, many perks of having a cash-rich owner, because I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when a free agent signs a contract or a current player signs a contract extension, every single penny of that money must be available up front, and it must go into an escrow account. Some teams literally do not have the liquid cash up front to put the money in an escrow account. The Broncos obviously do. So that helps us out here and gives us a little bit more flexibility when it comes to locking down some of our in-house guys, such as Lloyd Cushenberry and Quinn Miners, and also when it comes to bringing in free agents this offseason. But that's something that we will address a little bit further down the line. All right, Broncos country, I am curious. Who do you think is the higher priority in terms of giving a contract extension, to Lloyd Cushenberry or to Quinn Miners? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are two free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.